What's up, man? It's your boy GSECAPONE. Hit the like and subscribe button. Got another nice video for y'all today, man. This one right here, how FBG duck killers snitched on themselves. Yeah, that shit is crazy. I seen all of that shit going down. I was on all they lives. I was telling them niggas to chill out. They was laughing like, hell nah. But hey, long live that boy Trello though. That's my nigga, man. Man was trying to rock with me and shit before they had caught him and shit. But feel me? I still got the messages in my DM too on IG. But we'll just kick off this video.
And the day after taking delivery of those O-Block chains, Von would be back on Instagram teasing new music. But Von wouldn't avoid the topic for long. As the days go by, him and his team would lean into social media, getting more and more used to the fans constantly bringing up the killing of Duck. A couple days later, Von was on IG Live with DQ in a store, unable to help himself but mock the ops just a little bit, telling his IG Lives that there ain't no more FBG.
All that dissing or saying something, or either acting like y'all with it that y'all know for sure ain't with, I'm a sniper on y'all, I ain't gonna play like that. See, and we know y'all ain't gangsta, y'all on the internet. We know y'all ain't gangsta, y'all ain't try to do that. Ain't no more FB.
Von was really like that, nigga. Well, nah, I know. Leo gang, nigga. Niggas ain't playing, bro.
Ain't that right, Big DQ? Ain't that right?
Y'all already know that.
A couple of days after that, Von is on O-Block with Gleesh telling the ops to pull up.
Tell her what we doing today, Gleesh. We on the block.
Get it on, we on the block, look. Pull up, y'all know when he come out, fucking move, we pull up in a lot. On BD, just pull up in a lot.
2 days later, August the 22nd, an O-Block Woney goes live saying that he's smoking on Duck and telling his viewers that you can get hit anywhere, any place, and that they're still dangerous.
I smoked the wood to the duck. Smoked the wood to the duck, you know?
Yeah, I fuck with Wani, yo. Shit, I've been watching Wani since his first damn video dropped. That nigga, I be on his live and shit. I used to be on his live, telling that nigga to cool out and shit, trying to tell him how to move, but, I mean, hey, he ain't caught up like the rest of them niggas though, so obviously he doing something right.
I tell you, you could die. Whatever can happen, like, you know, anywhere, you know, like, it could just happen, like, you know, we dangerous, like, we pull up on you and, like, you know, duck your taco. I'm on house arrest. But this can happen, like,
Man's busting.
it can happen, like, whenever, wherever. She thinks somewhere in traffic.
The day after that, Kenny Mac posts up on Instagram a picture with C-Murder saying that they're killers, and a few days later on August the 28th, C-Thang would go live to an audience of around 10 people, quickly getting spooked by the fact that the only people that showed up were fans saying that he killed Duck. But one of the most famous incidents of self-snitching in this story would surface on August the 31st, 2020, when an interview is released with Boss Top from O-Block speaking on camera. This interview is him surrounded by members on the block.
They was calling him Cop Top for this one. I seen this shit. This nigga right here is tweaking, boy. I don't know why he did this. Like, nigga wasn't going, yeah, bro.
Speaking about what things were like
They trying to blame Von and shit for, nah, you need to blame this nigga right here.
before the fame, and discussing his relationships with King Von and Lil Durk. Thing is, if you're going to take a vlogger into a gang stronghold, you might want to be a bit more careful about what you say and where you say it, because this interview with Boss Top contained a number of very incriminating details. First thing they do is walk onto the block telling the camera that their homies are smoking brick and Duck.
We got corner room, no brick over there.
Like, why would you go there, show the niggas that was, bro, on the hit, got the vehicles in there, and they done seen these niggas run out the fucking apartment once they got the Duck location. They done seen them niggas drive to the location with the motherfucking traffic cams. They done seen them hop out with the store cams. Then they seen them get back in the car to leave with the traffic cams again. And let alone these niggas stopped at a red light when they was leaving. These niggas crazy. How you do a hit and stop at a red light after 6 fucking streets you don't go, like, bro, what? That nigga's crazy.
Corner room, no brick over there. Wanna put the duck out right there. Oh, we got a lot of.
Nigga who stopped at the red light must have been the owner of the car. He must have thought that shit out. Was like, yeah, I'm gonna return this bitch anyway. This shit gonna fall on y'all. His dumb ass still caught up with them. Stupid ass nigga.
Hell, if you look at the comments on this video, you will see that there is a bunch of people pointing out
Oh, but Boss Stop ain't even motherfucking locked up though. That's the, see what I'm saying? Weird shit.
the fact that there is a car the same model as the one that was used in the murder of FBG Duck parked right next to them. Sure, it could be a coincidence, but it does make you wonder why only less than a month after a gangland murder in the middle of a busy street that these guys are inviting vloggers to their block to record them. And so it was in this very interview that Boss Top from O Block would post up in front of the camera telling the vlogger that he's willing to answer anything. Anything, you say?
Next question I'm gonna ask you. I'm asking any question. Any question? Any question? I'm answering it.
Hell no. You answering any question, nigga? That's, bro. Yeah, cop top. Broke top, cop top. See why social stop fucking with this nigga. Shit. I'd have been cut this nigga off too. Fuck you talking about? See? That's that Leo shit.
Well, naturally, he is eventually asked about FBG Duck, like and his answer is really something. Boss Top immediately says that Duck shouldn't have ditched their dead homie T-Roy before catching himself and then shutting up.
FBG Duck, you know, any thoughts on him? Like, did you know him? Who Duck? Did you know him before, like everything? Like that? I don't know. Okay. All I know, don't say that about Troy or...
Stupid ass nigga, man.
But if that wasn't enough, a flustered Boss Top then redirects the camera's attention to the hitters standing behind them, one of whom does a nose-wiping motion.
Okay, so you got anything about FBG Duck? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, don't say about Troy. That's it.
No, nigga, you're not supposed to do shit like that. That's it.
About Troy. Get that guy over there. Whatever, you know me. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know I know that. Stop playing. Stop.
Look at bro turning around. He gonna put the camera on. He gonna say, get that guy over there. Put that shit on BJ and shit. But why bro turn around like that? Gave him his back. Like, yeah, you tweaking, bro. You got my face all on the camera and shit after we just did this shit in the car right here. Yeah. They should have just did something to Boss Top right there. Unless they know this nigga, you know what I'm saying, with the feds. So that's why I don't know, this shit weird. This whole shit weird. You know them niggas gotta know something going on. I know Mimo want to know something going on. That's why them niggas separate. Niggas sitting over there with Steve Drive like that.
Stop playing. Talk to somebody else today.
Hey Mimo, I get that that nobody property shit. I hear what you saying. That shit happened to HK and shit that night, man. I get it.
Boss Top will then go on to call his O-Block chain a trophy.
There ain't no motherfucking chain. This is it.
Nigga, I done ran too, bro. Fuck you talking about? I ain't strapped up. My own, like, come on, bro. I done got up out there too. Fuck you talking about? I done came back though. I went crazy up in that bitch. Like, yeah, we were two different people, obviously, though, so.
It's like a trophy, bro. It's our brother, you know? It's more than the chain. It's way more than the chain. You know, like.
They talking all that shit, did that shit to FBG Duck. He ain't had nothing to do with Vaughn. I mean, Vaughn, I don't know if Vaughn wanted him. Vaughn probably wanted him gone, though, but that's supposed to be getting get back for Vaughn. Nigga, he ain't the one who killed Vaughn, nigga. Lil Tim did. Kwame Rondo and his squad did. Fuck you talking about? That nigga's goofy.
Now, this most incriminating section of the interview was removed from that video around a year before the arrest took place. But
not even y'all. Whoever controlling that whole move is goofy.
That particular clip was captured and still circulates to this day. And even though that part's edited out, all of the original comments remain, with many long before the arrests, pointing out that Boss Top indeed did point directly at one of Duck's shooters. But it would be unfair for Boss Top to take the blame for all of the self-snitching, because as the days go by, O-Block members continue to appear on camera and on social media, leaking incriminating info that appeared to tie them to the crime. On September the 2nd, Big Woney goes live on Instagram once again, this time arguing with one of FBG Duck's friends, FBG Measle, with Woney bragging that they can't diss O-Block because O-Block killed their ops.
Why diss that's killing y'all? Nah, my homie stood up for your homies. It's different.
Folks that get stood up.
These niggas crazy.
spread. You keep mentioning, motherfucker, keep mentioning duck name, brick name.
What the? I'm finna grab the duck joints. I don't want to have that come out.
The day after that, C-Thang and Big Woney are seen on IG Live again, this time showing themselves on FaceTime with fellow accused murderer and drill musician from Jacksonville, Queso.
Hey, man. Hey, phone, who you smoking on, man? I'm on live right now, man. Who you smoking on, man? Who you smoking on from the rack, man?
Got patience for that.
What'd you say? What'd you say? They can't hear you, folk.
Like how Jay-Z and Nelly was on live.
You smoking that duck, quack,
No,
quack?
bro.
Duck, quack, quack? You say you smoking that duck, my boy Queso smoking that duck, baby.
Yeah, so that was Queso from Jacksonville saying that he's smoking on duck too. It's really crazy to see how Woney and C-Thang just could not resist the fact that he was on offer in that moment. They were on a phone call with another killer and they just couldn't help but brag about the killings that they had done themselves. They truly wanted the whole world state to state to know that they killed Duck. Only a few days after that, King Von is seen on IG Live doing a goddamn impression of FBG Duck.
You finna say, it's a real party you cannot get in. Busting out the jeans. Pulling up the knees. I can shake your hand. No, I'm not your friend.
Hey, he know his son better than you. Let
me hear that part like that.
He shouldn't have did that.
Weak. No.
You know that song was tough, though. I ain't gonna lie.
What's King Von whatever he was saying? Said what he said. Did your push up this morning? No.
But it wasn't just the O-Blockians going live, because on September the 10th, FBG Measle goes live himself. Of course, the comments are immediately crammed with people dissing Duck, and Measle begins to respond by dissing deceased O-Block members like HK and T-Roy.
Hey, Troy, suck my dick, Troy.
At a certain point, Measle throws on FBG Duck's mad disrespectful anthem Dead Bitches and continues to diss his ops.
Big car way to know it. The O. T-Roy,
oh, yeah, BCR. Yeah, rest in peace, that nigga, man.
Measle. We stay smoking Troy little ass. On bottom of his little ass. That smoke, that big ass shirt off.
But here's where things get a little strange. Because at a certain point, an account that appears to belong to Zell Munna, an alleged relative of HK and T-Roy, begins commenting on this live, asking where Measle is. But here's the thing. It was unclear whether or not this was really Zell Munna from O-Block, because his official Instagram page had an underscore rather than a full stop. In fact, even the real Zell with the underscore under his name chimed in to try and let everybody know that there was a fake account impersonating him commenting on this page. And it does make you wonder, who was the fake Zell with the full stop in their name? Was it really just Zell on a burner account trolling? Could it be one of the ops trying to draw Zell out? Or could it be the feds trying to seed information that they already knew? Well, perhaps we'll never know. But what happened next is crazy, because this fake Zell account with a full stop in the name posts a flurry of comments on Measle's live, seemingly taking full responsibility for the murder of Duck. One comment says, Duck, we won. Measle, seemingly unaware that this is a potentially fake account commenting, begins to say that he's gonna beat Zell's ass.
Hey, tell Shorty, I will beat your ass so I dare you up.
But from here, the fake Zell with a full stop in his name releases a barrage of comments saying, ask Duck about us, followed by Duck notice. He says, ask Duck about that FN, which is a manufacturer of guns. He says Duck couldn't take that FN. He then says, ask your homie about them blue kicks, which is referring to a type of bullet which FN guns take, going on to say that the entire O-Block is dead. And at a certain point, people begin to comment saying that Zell is losing his mind and that he should know better than comment these things. Other accounts clock onto the fact that this is a fake Zell commenting, but at a certain point, other fake accounts begin to pop up in the comments impersonating other O-Block members saying incriminating things. Things like C-Murder is going to kill Measle.
Yeah,
clearly Measle doesn't get the message about all the fake ops that are in his comments, and he begins to diss Zell once again.
You don't got no check mark, bro. You not verified.
Zell Munna, boy. You a bitch, boy. You a hoe, boy. You steady taking pictures in the O.
From here, a whole bunch of similar fake accounts
You're not even verified.
Not even very well begin to appear, including this one with the literal name Real O-Block Member 600, an account that no longer exists on Instagram. This account will extensively diss Duck and beginning to ask for Measle's location, just like the fake Zell account did at the start. At this point, people begin to speculate in the comments that all these fake accounts had been made by the real Zell, who was just trying to cover his tracks. And from here, more accounts pop up asking very police-like questions, even referring to FBG Duck by his government name. From here, people begin to comment that the feds are active in the chat, and eventually the live ends, leaving me with a whole lot of questions. Now, we're probably never going to know who was really behind some of the comments on this live, but let's just imagine for a minute that none of them were the real Zell. Just imagine how scary that would be if you were involved in a murder that everybody knew you did, and people were literally online pretending to be you boasting about that murder in a way that's so convincing your ops can't really tell the difference. I mean, that must have been truly terrifying for Zell. A few days after this, BJ, DQ and Zell go live on O'Block, and one of the top comments on this says that these guys are dropping new clues about this murder on a daily basis. But it was on September the 16th, 2020 that things got really silly, as King Von himself begins to tweet publicly suggesting that him and FBG Duck had a song together, telling his followers on Twitter that they had settled their differences before he passed, which was a little bit hard to believe considering their history. Also, around the same time, Von had been spotted commenting on IG, calling famous Dex a homophobic slur in response to Dex saying that he was emotional about Duck's passing. Frankly, I didn't believe a word of Von's tweets, and I don't think you should either. But it really just seemed like Von was having a good time without a care in the world, assuming that he or his team would never be implicated in the murder of Duck. In fact, during this period, Von and his team were having a great time, with Von flying out several O-Block members to Atlanta to hang out with him and enjoy his success. Whilst in Atlanta, Muwop and C-Murder were seen filming a music video with Von, ironically in a fake jailhouse setup.
How you looking, boy? They talking about murder, whole ass. The big low on him.
You know what's crazy? How he just mentioned the word murder. I mean, the jail cell. And them niggas dead and in jail. Like, yo.
He say, yo, whole ass.
What? He want y'all to hoop real quick.
See, murder got boys. Come on, Muwop, man. Go here, Muwop.
BJ is also seen hanging out with Von and other members in Atlanta, and in one spectacular display of self-snitching, Von goes live whilst getting off of a plane with Muwop, where he openly tells a fan that Muwop has loads of bodies.
This Muwop, he crazy. He got all type of body. No, I'm just playing. Come on, Muwop. Come on, mama, come on. My bodyguard. Come on, bodyguard.
Meanwhile, back on O-Block, after that Boss Top interview where he quite literally pointed at C-Thang after saying that Duck was murdered for dissing T-Roy, C-Thang would continue to go live on IG. And of course, everybody is in his comments saying that Boss Top spilled the beans about O-Block killing Duck and letting him know personally that the feds do know that C-Thang was involved. In fact, at one point when responding to a fan who asked who was on the block, C-Thang slips up and nearly says all of the killers, quickly correcting himself and saying members.
All the members.
He would go on to deny ever knowing Duck.
What you think about Duck? I don't know. I ain't know him.
And later, he would say that he has a song coming that is no cap, meaning that the song contains no lies and everything that he says on it is true.
Ain't no cap in that neither, boy.
Now, despite not getting arrested, these guys would be fools to think that the feds weren't at least paying some attention. And so, on October the 7th, 2020, the FBI are seen patrolling through O-Block, with C-Murder himself deciding to film them.
Oh my mama, bro. Oh my mama. They on the block, Scud. They on the motherfucking block, Scud. What the fuck? Is they coming to my car? Don't come to my car. Oh yeah, that's DEA FBI on Dave. And here come motherfucking Parkway security telling on everybody.
In fact, C-Murder actually recorded the FBI walking through O-Block whilst yelling, "Brick."
Hey, fuck, Brick. I got you.
Hold them up.
Crazy.
Whatever, say.
I told them niggas, right? There was a bit clowning these little niggas on O-Block. Told them, like, chill, bro. You know, one of these little niggas gonna shoot y'all niggas or something. Like, you don't know, you never know. And that's when, rest in peace, A-Roy. That's when that incident happened right after. Motherfucking Boss Top was laughing and shit, thinking that shit was funny. Dumb ass niggas, bro. They could been paying this motherfucking, the super or whoever it is that's running this building, managing this building. They could have been paying that nigga money, bro. Dirt could have been handing that nigga money. And they could have got rid of all that footage, bro. They could have been got rid of all that footage, nigga. Like, man, these niggas slow as hell.
Damn.
Boy, let us see that thing, boy.
So it's clear that the feds are at least surveilling O-Block, but no arrests have been made at this point. But funnily enough, King Von seems to have his own surveillance crew in O-Block. A camera crew following him around and making documentaries about him and his crew as his career continues to rise.
I go back to Parkway. You know, I see all my old, friends, all the guys out there. All the guys' mamas and shit. Go see everybody, like,
And away from the cameras in the music, King Von would continue to diss FBG Duck at every single opportunity. His October release, Welcome to O-Block, contained numerous disses aimed at Duck, and while on a press run for this new release, Von would even check in with DJ Academics for an on-the-phone interview. And it was in this interview where DJ Academics presses King Von about his earlier tweets, suggesting that Von was lying when he said that him and Duck had squashed their beef, with Von denying that he died, suggesting that somebody had deleted the DMs between them.
You know you and Duck couldn't make up. His mom came out. They said, "You and Duck."
Gang, how you gonna tell? See this ain't right. Gang, how y'all gonna say that?
His mom said that would never happen.
His mama was not there. I ain't no better his mama. I don't know his mama. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking to him. You see what I'm saying? Then they deleted all our DMs, so I can't show them the.
Now, from here, a flustered Von tries to sidestep his past beef with Duck, saying that they just went to school together.
It ain't. They just make it look real crazy to y'all. These just really people we all went to school with.
This do look crazy to me. I kid you not.
That's how they make it. But then,
like, yo,
you gotta understand, like you said, they right there down the street. We went to school. It ain't just it, you know. And then, you know, it's just that we ain't cool no more. It was, you know. But it ain't that serious. Like, it's to the point where let's talk about it. But it ain't. Let's both of us rapping. We can figure. Now we need to stop the shit, all the violence. We got a voice, you see what I'm saying? Like, if we tell Chicago, fall back, tell Chicago, fall back.
And eventually, Academics asks Von how he felt when he found out about Duck's death. And at this point, I kid you not, King Von begins to slowly eat cereal out of the box, telling Academics that he was hurt by Duck's death in an incredibly unconvincing manner.
Were you saddened by the news that he was murdered?
Man, I heard it. I ain't gonna go to sleep at night. Couldn't believe that.
At this point, King Von couldn't even continue keeping a straight face. So he tells Academics to hold on and points the camera away from his face, when for a moment we hear what sounds like King Von and his homie DJ just straight up sniggering and laughing. And even when Von gets his composure and comes back on camera, he slips up, because for a very brief moment we see BJ in the back of the car laughing uncontrollably.
Can't believe that. Hold on, man. Oh, let's talk about some.
They got some YouTube police up here, huh? They putting the sniffles and captions and shit. Damn. Good job, guys. I guess. Oh, look, they done put the slow mo. They done got BJ laughing.
Not a great look, guys. Not a great look. But in the end, none of that would really matter, because no one could have expected what would happen next. As King Von, the chosen one, the head honcho of his crew, the fearless hitters, would end up being let down by his crew and himself, losing his life in the streets, but in a whole different state, weirdly, for reasons completely unrelated to this long, bloody war.
Alright, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments. What y'all think about Boss Top doing that? Boss Top crazy. Yeah, that's the end of that video, man. We gonna drop another one. Alright? Shit. I'm cooking right now. This is really good. Ha 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 ha. Alright, y'all.